Welcome to Monza with me, 644. So we're moving on from one famous circuit to another. And this is on board with my qualifying lap, so let's see how I got on. So we're coming down to the first tight chicane, probably the slowest corner on the track. First gear, braking about 130, 140 metres. First, making sure I don't get too much wheel spin out of that first corner. So coming around this easily flat out corner with DRS open, and coming up to the second chicane a bit faster this time, through the chicane about second gear, braking about 100, 110 metres away, and then coming up to the first Lesmo, running a bit wide there, but not losing too much time, up to the second Lesmo, hitting that apex nicely and using all of the track. So we're coming down towards Ascari, going underneath the old track and into Ascari, braking about 70 metres, 80 metres away, and using all the road there, making sure I don't cut the curb on exit. And on this part I seem to have a lot of cars everywhere, so I'm not sure if there's been an accident or something, but there's a lot of cars there and I've managed to find my way through that. It's coming around the Parabolica now and coming down towards the start finish line to finish my lap, and I go third, so that's my best qualifying of the year. You've got Beza first, So Solid second, me third, Holy Sam fourth, Powers up fifth, Hamilton Fan sixth, Peppermint seventh, TH eighth, Gonna Gamble ninth, and Puma 10th. So that was my best qualifying of the year, and I was really pleased with that actually. I've done a better time in practice, but it wasn't that far off of it, so I was quite pleased with that. So I was feeling quite confident about this race, and I had every right to be after that qualifying lap. So after the start now, I've got Beza first, me third, and my teammate Gonna Gamble in ninth. So I'm thinking I could possibly get my first podium here if I manage to keep everything on track. So let's get ready for the start. 5 red lights and we're off. Good initial getaway, but then a bit too much wheel spin, and So Solid gets in front a bit, but I used some of my curves and managed to catch up. Go around the outside and I get spun, and no surprise there, but I think it was Holy Sam who got a sandwich between me and So Solid. So, but I think he got a penalty for it as well. But no blame attached to him. It was just one of them things, really. Saw a gap and went for it, but the gap closed. Nothing me or So Solid could have done, really. But yeah, so I dropped to full, thankfully. I think me spinning across the track probably stopped most people coming past. But we've got LP Rocks just in front in the Ferrari. It's coming out to the second Nesmo, and he runs a bit wide onto the gravel and spins, so that puts me nicely up to P3. But now onto lap 2, and the safety cars come out. That's because Senemiz crashed. So we're coming round to start lap 3. And you can see what I thought of that. My first ever lap led. Fortunately it was under the safety car, but still I'm taking it as Beza and So Solid went into the pits. So I've got TH behind me and Hamilton Fan behind him, just weaving just to see, and braking a bit to see how TH is reacting to me, how close he is. And I decide to go before the Parabolica, and I get a pretty good launch and managed to get over a second gap on him. So that was pleasing for me. But then we're coming down to the first hairpin. I think it's Retafilio, I'm not sure. But yeah, break it in good time, but then I put the power down a bit, and then it puts me wide. So that loses all my advantage that I gained from the restart. And now I've got Hamilton Fan and TH right behind me. Hamilton Fan's having a look, but he's not really that close enough. And then coming out of this corner I get a bit of wheel spin, but correct that, and I'm into the first Lesmo, and I think I'm gapping Hamilton Fan a little bit. So we are just getting away a little bit. to Ascari now. Wait, stop. I think it's time for a history lesson. So, this is Alberto Ascari. He's known for being a two-time Formula One world champion, driving the Ferrari, but unfortunately he was killed driving a Ferrari sports car at Monza in Italy. But now there's been a chicane put in place where he crashed, and it's named after him. So this is how he's supposed to do it. And this is how not to do it. But this is how I did it. So keeping it nice and tight and normal through there. Oh wait, let's not do it normally and crash out. So I've dropped several places from the lead, and now I've dropped all the way back down to 9th. So that was pretty annoying and very frustrating, but fortunately for me, Puma spins out and I gain another place, but I've dropped from 1st to 8th in half a lap. So I'm in a slipstream with Holy Sam now. Braking late, trying to go around the outside to see my teammates on the inside of the chicane, so he must have missed the braking. Holy Sam gets a bit of traction out of the corner, and now Power Up's right behind me again. So coming down to the second chicane, I get a better run out of that chicane than Holy Sam, who goes a bit defensive. So he's got the inside for the first Lesmo. I brake early and try and get the drive on him, but no. Second Lesmo, not really an overtaking place there, but Holy Sam looks like he's getting the slipstream with my teammate, Gonna Gamble. Power Up still right behind me. And then to Ascari we have an alternative route number 2. So again, nice and tight. And coming out of it, we decide to aim at the gravel and not move away from the gravel, and I spin again and lose another 2 places. 2 powers are up and now Rapid Man. And I decided to put the fuel mixture down to the lean because I've got a bit of a damaged wing and my tyres are completely shot now because of them 2 spins. And it's only lap 6, so I probably should have gone into the pits at the start of the safety car, or when the safety car came out, and we could pit for some primes. And after all that work, oh no, my teammate's in the pits as well, so I have to wait for my teammate to come out, and I need to wait for the pit crew to get everything ready, and that's probably about 5 or 6 seconds wasted just waiting around, as well as a 6.7 stop. 6.7 second stop, so that's just made my race even worse, and I was really considering quitting after that because I was just so annoyed. And so from within 2 laps I've gone from 1st to last, but that was just so frustrating, but nothing my teammate could have done about that. We didn't know we were coming in on the same lap, so no blame attached to him. But lap 8 now, and I caught back up to Puma. So I'll get the DRS on him. I don't know why I'm looking behind, but yeah. She's using a bit of curves as well to get past because he's running a rich and I was only running standard fuel. So that's a nice move there. I managed to hold it on the apex and not letting him get a run on me. So back to lap 15, or onto lap 15, and coming in again. So I'm pitting for some options, I think. No, primes. Oh. So coming out of the pits now, and I'm in 10th. So now we can see that LP Rocks comes out of the pits and kind of weaves into me. I'm not sure if he was trying to avoid me or not, but when I see him cut the chicane, I think I was just going to cheat and go straight past me and not stop, but he doesn't. So maybe it's just a mistake on his part. But yeah, because of them two spins, it basically ruined my race. and I didn't really see anyone else for most of the race. Basically in no man's land. Thankfully there was no stops or having to wait for anyone in the pits this time. So come out in 10th again. So on to lap 24 now. We've got Rapid Man just in front and I should get the DRS on him. Oh, I don't know what. No, I didn't get the DRS, that's what I was looking back for. Didn't get DRS on him surprisingly, even though I'm clearly within a second of him. But yeah, it wasn't to be. I wasn't close enough to make a move on the first chicane, but I get a good run out of that, so close up a bit. And I'll get into his slipstream a little bit, although he is running a bit wide. Both on the same tyres. I'm not really going to have a look here because it's too close or too tight for me to make a move, and I make a good exit there. And you can see I was purple in the first second. I was thinking, oh, it could be like the Spa race where I overtook him and got the fastest lap, but unfortunately I didn't. But yeah, so you see Bez has won the race, so that's his first ever win, so congratulations to him. But I come in 9th, and annoyingly I pitted for options on my last stop because I didn't think that I was on them. I had been on them, but I started on them. So that was very frustrating, and if I didn't do that I could have been 7th, and then my teammate got a penalty, so that would put me up to 6th. So that was very frustrating, but overall I was really not happy with the race at all, apart from the first 5 laps. But yeah, so it was very frustrating, and I'm just hoping for better next time, which the next race will be in Singapore, a track I hate with a passion, but we'll see how we do. So see you then. Bye.